certainly custom designed for this game. But like I said, encouraging signs on offense, and I can't wait to see how it shows tonight.
All right, we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll have a kickoff as we get ready to go here for this one. Welcome back, McDonald's sponsored our coin toss from earlier, and of course, Cruz Coffee, they will give $10 to every Taylorville varsity football touchdown in all varsity games. We'll have all of that for you. And don't forget to join us afterwards when we announce our Lafayette County Central National Player of the Game. You're listening to WTIN, your information station, and watching us on Time TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, running the legal ID now, and then.
Football team is
Okay, now we're running at it.
Ryan Dick, Mike Gilriff, Mac Powell, Hassan
Okay,
Steele,
all right, got it.
Skylar Sutton, Clay Wheeler, and Colin Gilriff.
All right, a 30-second ad. Do we want to come back?
After the opening coin toss,
Yep.
the far side, the league's on the near side. Bumper sets. And the season is underway on the kick on the far side as Spencer Brown grabs that one up towards the 4-yard line. Stacker steps it out to the 15 to 20 and still on his feet. And down around the 22-yard line. And a good tackle made.
Coker's kick is received by Spencer Brown and returned up to about his own 28-yard line before he's
And I must say, the yard lines are actually quite faint out there. You and I, Leroy, were talking about that beforehand, so might be a bit difficult to judge where they are, but this Taylorville offense is setting up now. 10 seconds gone, and we're going to see what they're made of now.
Let's see Isaac Rapture in his first possession of the season. He was great to go. And shot. As Rapture lines up next to him. One wide receiver on each side. Right at the motion. As Max Barrow moving.
Yeah, good pass, well read. They're in a good position. Just run a really short route, and that's an easy pass to make.
Hosted Tigers led by 13. Ryan Kirby. It'll be a second down and 5 for the Taylorville Torandoes from about their own 33-yard line. And Nick Mitra with the high by side.
Yeah, smart though by Repster, just go forward, try to get what you can, and he really saved his losses and the forward progress helping him out there.
In on the stop at the line was number 3, Owen Cycle. He'll be third down and 4 at the Taylorville 34-yard line.
Forward progress gives me a yard on that one. Rupture the shotgun, getting ready to go here to the next school. Gets it off. It's here. Breaks the tackle, spin, and this goes down. And in on the stop was Miles Thompson, junior outside linebacker, who makes the stop on that play.
Yeah, Taylorville going with what worked for them earlier, but it's difficult in that case to get the first down, and they were not successful on this occasion, and now the punt comes up.
Miles Thompson. That'll be about 4th down and 2 for the Tornadoes.
We'll see what they do here as Blake Ladder finds the run. As he throws. Does not. Punt it up. Down to about 48. Takes a pretty good roll down to 35-yard line. Boy, good little break on that one. High run, not go far.
On the 5 line.
Yeah, that one could almost have hit a Richland County player. In fact, there was one of them jogging, Bobby Graves, just jogging away from there, and an unlucky bounce could have resulted in a lot worse, but instead Richland County gets the ball in a good position.
10 at their own 36.
Taylorville, and we'll start the first drive for Richland County at their own 35-yard line.
And now out comes the Richland County offense. This is one that, you know, they can take some deep shots. They don't make a whole lot of mistakes. So if they can do that well tonight, it could be a long one for Taylorville.
So we'll get our first look at Richland County. Great run. The hole after 45. Big gain on the run from
Gavin Cawthorn's hand off to Xavier Owusu.
Yeah,
Taken across the right
and
side,
yeah, that was a good run there. Dream start for that kind of play. Going up there, and they lined up in the shotgun. Really fooled Taylorville on all counts.
Tiger. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tornado 44-yard line. On the keeper, Cawthorn goes across the left sideline, breaks a couple tackles.
Yeah, they really are fooling Taylorville again. This time with a handoff fake from the shotgun, and you can do that once that earlier play goes well.
Now have 1st down and 10 from about the Taylorville 29-yard line.
Well done on that play, the fake, and then going wide out, and no one on Taylorville was covering. Certainly not after the last few plays.
28-yard touchdown run for Owen Butler. Richland County strikes first, making it 6-0.
The extra point for the Tigers will be number 18, Owen Coker.
Coker sets. Holds the ball.
Yeah, just a great phase there by Richland County. I mean, it was all first downs. It was all first downs, and they did it on the ground. It was efficient. And as for Taylorville, they've got to sort out how they cover this team.
7-0. 9 minutes 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Back to 30 seconds.
Right, and then coming back after this. Yeah, we're coming back. All right, 5 seconds. That's right, and I'm sure there will be plenty of conversations happening on. No worries, but either of them are certainly going to want to step up here on this next possession with their team, of course, now down the touchdown. And of course, the best response is to do something here on offense, and now they come on out. Early smash mouth football here by Taylorville, and it's worked actually decently for them so far, but not. It's worked all right on first down, but on second or third, not so much. We'll see what they do here. Just a bit out of place there, and he had to dive over, but better from Repshire with that kind of long pass, and Richland County covered too short. That was an ugly, it did not look like a good collision there. I'm surprised that Richland County didn't try to adjust on defense there, but whatever they did there worked out. Taylorville going quickly here.
From the 49-yard line of the Tornadoes.
Grab it, now it sets up a second and long from the 49-yard line. See little territory. Has to hurry, throws it, no one's looking, the ball is on the ground. That one looked like it was intended for number 51.
Pressure by number 66 of the Tigers. Clint Playthrough forces that pass by Isaac Fletcher to ball game with the lead. It'll be third down and 16 for the Tornadoes from the 29-yard line.
Third 16 to 49-yard line. Right in. That's there in motion. Three up the inside. Now takes it himself. Lawrence far side.
Here, as we try to get things set.
4th and 9 from the 44 as Taylor will get ready to punt. Blake Laddish had not a great punt on his first one, much better on this one. Down to, it's going to be close to the end zone. Is Taylor able to save it? They are not. So that one gets into the end zone, and boy, nearly grabbed it right there, but it will be Richland ball at the 20-yard line.
Taylorville, what they are doing is they're playing smart and they're playing safe, especially on some of those plays that have gone wrong. That happens in this kind of game, and so they're smart there. I would go back though to the penalty. I don't think you or I saw, or I don't think there was a flag initially. So it took them a moment to figure out what was going on.
Taunting, or some words were exchanged, I believe.
Words were exchanged.
That was the issue there.
Okay.
So we'll see Richland County take over here as Gavin Cawthorn, who was spectacular on that drive, on that last drive. 3 plays for a touchdown. They lead 7-0. Handoff on the left side. This time Taylorville's ready for it. No gain on that run, and if anything, a loss of about 1.
Yeah, Taylorville read that one well. They knew exactly what they were looking for, and credit to the defensive line for really fighting hard and getting in there to make the tackle.
And so it'll bring up a 2nd and 11 in a 7-0 game in favor of Richland County. Cawthorn, all alone in the backfield. 5 wide receivers on the line. Cawthorn looks to throw. Plenty of time. Now breaks forward. Finds a hole. Slides forward. Breaks 1 tackle. Still on his feet on the 30. Breaks another tackle. 35-40. And then pulled down around the 42-yard line for a huge first down from the scrambling Gavin Cawthorn.
And there was a good block as well from the junior safety Cooper Hires. Didn't look like he was actually playing a safety position, but made that block right as one of the Taylorville players was coming towards the near side, and that helped add just a couple yards to that play, but still a big one for Richland County, and they're feeling good again.
1st and 10 from the 41, and a new breath of life for this Richland County Tiger team. Trips left for Cawthorn. Slaps his hands, takes a handoff, rolls out to his left, whips the football, and hit as he catches it, incomplete on a good job on defense from Taylorville. As in on that stop looked like it was Taylorville's Colton Reese.
Good coverage in the secondary, but the quarterback there, Cawthorn, had way too much time to throw the ball, and it was, of course, credit to that offensive line as well. They've really given him that freedom in this game.
We think we've got some of the Tommy TV issues figured out, so we are hopeful that you guys can hear us on Tommy TV and on WTIM information station on 2nd and 10 from the 41. Richland County used 3 plays to score on the opening drive, and nothing on this one. As in on that stop originally was Connor Hunsley, but a bunch of other Tornadoes stormed the backfield and were able to get a big stop on Richland County.
Yeah, that Tornado defensive line just coming together there and really giving the Richland County offensive line a lot of issues. And since it seems like this defense is settling in, I don't know about you, Leroy, but it seems like they have at least somewhat of an idea of what to do to contain this Richland County team.
3rd and 12 from the 41-yard line here. A 7-0 lead for Richland County. Cawthorn in the shotgun. Split set. Looking to throw. Plenty of time. Whips up the middle. Caught for a first down as that one was caught by Ian Pianfetti. And Pianfetti gets down to about the 45-yard line.
I don't know how much all that space was part of the plan, but yeah, those players in the secondary were not covering that space in the middle there. And Christian White is one of the players for Taylorville who had to come in and make the stop.
3:58 left here in this first quarter, and a 7-0 lead for Richland County on a 1st and 10 from the Taylorville 46-yard line. Gavin Cawthorn, senior quarterback, 5'10", 170-pound, barking orders. Hands it off. Breaks one tackle, then pulled down from behind. And in on the stop was number 85, who I don't have.
Neither do I. but yeah, Taylorville's still being aggressive
65.
there.
I can't see these numbers. 65. That's another number I don't. Wait, hold on. I got 65. That's Dontrell Franks. Franks with the tackle on that one. And it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 45. The sun finally going down. We're able to see a little bit better. Taylorville with new jerseys and white jerseys with purple numbers on there and a little bit of a artistic styling on the font. Cawthorn in the shotgun. Fakes a handoff, now looking to throw. Has pressure, releases down towards the end zone, all open, and an easy touchdown for Reed Klingler. Reed Klingler makes the score 13-0 on a 45-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, it was Eli Ellis for Taylorville, that a defensive back who was at least closest to him, but of course difficult to look back, and by that point it was too late. And Richland County, for their part, read it perfectly, knew exactly what to do.
And it's 13-0 in favor of Richland County in front of a stunned Taylorville Tornado team. I don't know what the breakdown of the coverage was on that read, but Klingler was all alone down on the near side, near the 5-yard line, about the easiest catch he'll have all season long.
It was about a first down away from the defensive players.
And no one's over there, and taking himself for a 2-point conversion. And again, a weird setup on the, and now on sportsmanlike conduct again, this time on Taylorville, as there was some taunting going back and forth. And trying to see who they grabbed. And I think,
was that Maddox Havera?
I think they're going to get Maddox Havera on unsportsmanlike conduct. The 2-point conversion is good, and it's 15-0.
Yeah, I can't read lips even without the helmet on, but it looked like words were being said. That's not what you need if you're Taylorville, but yeah, Richland County just taking full advantage.
Yeah, Richland County does a weird kind of setup with their extra point where they bring up a bunch of people down on the near side, and then all he did was take and run towards the side, and about an easy 2-point conversion for the Tigers. They lead this one 15-0 with 2:48 left here in the first quarter.
And that extra point setup is something you occasionally see in college football, but their players know how to read it, and in high school just takes a bit more adjusting, and Taylorville now has to do that. Now this kickoff is being taken at the Taylorville 45-yard line.
So because of the unsportsmanlike conduct, Richland County will, as Reed said, kick it from the 45. Spencer Brown and Malik Pierce. And Pierce, we have not said his name once yet tonight, other than, and he hasn't even touched the football yet tonight. So we'll see if they're able to get him involved. Looks like they're avoiding him on purpose as they kick it over to Spencer Brown each time, but we'll see what they want to do here in a 15-0 lead, 2:48 left here in the first quarter. Kick is up. And that one does go through the uprights as the Richland County faithful do the "it's good" sign. It's not, obviously. Taylorville will take over at their own 20, but still fun.
And that looked more like a penalty in rugby, but that's what happens.
It would have been in rugby.
It would have been in rugby, 3 points. That's right. But no, that of course the consequence of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. The way that works is it's applied to the ensuing kickoff, and that's how that play results.
So Taylorville will take over at their own 20-yard line. Nothing to show for it so far. They did get a first down courtesy of a penalty, but for the most part have been kept in check here in this first quarter as their offense, much like in the scrimmage, was slow to get going. Rapture in the shotgun. Snaps the ball, hands it off, finds a hole, rolls over a defender, then pulled down around the 30-yard line, and a good run up the middle from Owen Mateer.
And that's enough for the first down. Taylorville really relying on the shotgun, and in some ways at least working out well for them.
The first real first down we've seen from Taylorville here on actual playing, and maybe we'll start to see them move the ball a little bit better here. Rapture gets ready to go. Again, from the shotgun, one wide receiver on each side. Barking orders. Hands it off again. Hands up in the air and then pulled down for a gain of about 4 on the drive.
Even down 15-0, this offense just seems, maybe a little bit more confident, a little more comfortable, kind of doing their thing and relying on what works for them.
2nd and 5 from the 35, and a 15-0 lead with 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Glad to have you with us here this evening, wherever you are watching or listening, as we are excited to bring you 2025 Taylorville football on both WTIM and Tommy TV. Taylorville audibles. Fakes a handoff. Now throws it right side. And good enough for a first down on the throw as Taylorville able to make something happen here. Spencer Brown was the thrower, and it was grabbed by Garrett Lehman.
And I think that was a horse collar that they're calling. Either way, it looks like it's something. It appeared to be something against Richland County. Yes, it is. And they'll get the extra yardage there. That was a dangerous pass, having to turn around the way he did Repture.
So Taylorville uses some trickery to get a first down, and the penalty on the personal foul will give Taylorville some really good field position. And 2 times in a row now, Taylorville's gotten great field position from a personal foul penalty. Taylorville really close to that. Multiple men in motion. Finds a hole. Mateer still on his feet. Up and down. Another first down for Taylorville all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Now this is, if you're Taylorville, you're starting to think, okay, let's expect to maybe score some points on this drive. Another good run up the middle.
So Taylorville at their own, or at the Richland County 30-yard line on a 1st and 10, down by 15, with about 74 seconds left here in this first quarter. Taylorville received to start the game, went 3 and out. Richland County scored on 3 plays and then scored again as Taylorville wasn't able to do a whole lot on their second drive. This third drive, Taylorville finding some success. Repture in the shotgun. Snaps the ball, hands it off. Spencer Brown, left side, finds a hole. Down to the 20, 15, 10. 5 still on his feet as he's trying to get through, and he's getting pushed out of bounds, and it's in for a score, and there it is. 15-6 as Spencer Brown on a 30-yard touchdown run.
And this time Taylorville going to the wide side. Hadn't seen too much of that in this game, and I think Richland County was actually not prepared for it, so that gave him plenty of room to run all the way in for the score. Great dive as well.
So Taylorville's Spencer Brown runs that one. And it's 15-6. Cameron Smith getting ready to kick here. Holding his Repture. An area that Taylorville struggled in historically, but that kick is up and through the uprights. So Taylorville breathes a sigh of relief as they're able to put that extra point through in an area that Taylorville has struggled historically on. It's 15-7. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Back in just a moment.
All right, ads running. All right, this is a 30-second ad. Do we want back after this? Okay. All right, coming back after this ad. Ten seconds.
And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado football. Tornadoes trying to claw their way back into this one on a great job from Taylorville on that drive. Spencer Brown, a 30-yard touchdown run, and that's been at least a little bit of an answer for the Tornadoes, who struggled in their first 2 consecutive drives.
And I think that confidence is helping them out. Just going out there, making the plays, running the plays that they know how to, and credit as well to that running game. You know, Spencer Brown, who came on right for that play, that was really well done.
The Tigers on the kickoff are number 8,
Gentry Ho, and Petty, I think, grabbed it. Still pushing, still forward on his feet, and then down around on a good run all the way down to about the 43-yard line.
Good blocking by Richland County. They've really been stifling this Taylorville team as the Tornadoes trying to make those tackles and having a hard time with it.
Well, if Taylorville's going to come back into this game, they're going to need to have a stop here at some point. They have yet to stop and force Richland County to kick. And while last year's game was a high-scoring one, Taylorville needs to stop here if they want a chance. 33 seconds left. Probably see 1, maybe 2 plays in this quarter.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Richland County has had a third down in this game.
Maybe 1. Maybe. Trips right. 1 lone wide receiver up on top. Cawthorn in the shotgun. Claps his hands. Now quick screen over the near side. Breaks 1 tackle. Can't really break it and gets pulled down on a run from Ian Pianfetti on the pass. So Pianfetti with the screen and gets down to about the 49, 48 of Taylorville.
And it was either Maddox Havera or Eli Ellis who pulled him down. Good coverage there after that pass. Difficult to cover the screen without taking risks.
And that will do it for this first quarter. So we reached the end of the first. Richland County Tigers 15, Taylorville Tornadoes 7. You're watching on Tommy TV and listening to WTIM, your information station.
All right, ads running.
15-7 over the away Taylorville Tornadoes.
2 minutes.
Right sideline.
And Taylorville not covering as much on the short side. That's exactly where they ran, and that's how you get the first down.
It looked like they were expecting a run up the middle as they kind of stacked the inside, and Cawthorn took the option himself, ran off to the right, and there was nobody there. And Cawthorn finally, as he got caught up to, was able to get pushed out around the 40-yard line, but enough for a Richland County first down, and it's 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line and a 15-7 lead for Richland County. The snap, another handoff, up the middle this time, nothing going. Taylorville all there and able to make the stop as nowhere to go for Xavier Owusu-John.
And this time, Taylorville's coverage plan works as the run up the middle, of course, leads to a negligible gain, if any.
2nd and 10 from the 40. Just within the first minute of the second quarter. On opening night here in IHSA football, glad to have you with us here, and the start of a beautiful 2025 football season. Boy, what a great place to play football. Good crowd on hand, beautiful atmosphere, and even a lot of Taylorville faithful who have made this long 2-hour and 10-minute drive out here. Cawthorn looking to throw, plenty of time, all alone, deep throw, down in the end zone, 1-on-1, and drops it. He dropped it, as it was not able to be caught, as Reed Klingler could not bring that one in.
And he caught one of the earlier touchdown passes, so I was thinking he would do so again. Good position. I think just maybe took his eyes off the ball.
Great defense from Taylorville's Maddox Owens, and boy, the horn sounded. They thought they had it. They did not.
And you were the first one to spot it. Maybe that's what made them turn it on.
It's my new binoculars. For those watching at home, I've never used binoculars before this year, and I know that sounds shocking. We're using them this year for the first time, and I can't tell you how much of an idiot I am for not using them before, because these are fantastic. I tell you what. Stack in the middle again, looking to throw. Cawthorn flushed out of the pocket, nearly loses the football. Now breaks over the right side, still on his feet. The ball is hit, and it's intercepted, I think, by Taylorville.
Who's come up with it?
About 30 Taylorville Torandoes over on the right side, all of the Torandoes pointing and screaming. I believe that one was picked off. It was tipped in the air, and Taylorville will take over on a huge interception. It was a broken down play read as Cawthorn was flushed out of pocket, came on the near side, ran over the far side, and Taylorville Tornado got a hand up, was able to hit it, and knocked it down. Taylorville just waited for the ball to come down, and boom.
Credit to Cawthorn for the resistance there, and it was a bit of an interesting play with Klingler then actually running towards the short side all the way across the field, and I just don't think anyone on the Tigers team really knew what the plan was at that point.
So Taylorville will take over from their own 30-yard line. A chance to try to cut this deficit to 1. Handoff. Mateer still on his feet. Breaks one tackle, then pulled down for a gain of about 2 on the play.
An interesting play there. Repsher appeared to do somewhat of a pirouette as he faked the handoff to Pierce, as Leroy is doing somewhat of a pirouette right now next to me. But either way, an interesting play drawn up.
I just want to say I'm proud that I knew what a pirouette is. Okay, let's keep it real here.
I'm proud of you.
All right, so 2nd and 8. Repsher. Hands off again. Pushing forward, breaks a couple tackles, then pulled down for a gain of about 6 or 7 on that one, just shy of the first down marker. And she'll bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
No huddle. Taylorville trying to keep up the momentum.
Repsher, another handoff. Gets the first down and then some. Mateer pulled down. Gain of about 4 on the play, and Taylorville's quick huddle gets quick work, and they're able to get a first down.
So that's 2 plays. They gained, 13, 14 yards across them, if I'm not mistaken, and worked out well.
So after the slow start, Taylorville offense finally started to get going here on the road, making this an interesting game here. Hey, we got some lights. I like it. Another gain of about 5. The whole pile pushing and finally collapses on itself right at midfield, at the middle of the field, the 50-yard line.
Richland County now relying on a maul sort of format here to try to limit the gains on those runs up the middle.
2nd and 5 from the 5-yard line and a 15-7 lead for Richland County. Taylorville working on the interception that they got from Cawthorn. On the tip pass, they were able to reel in, and now trying to make Richland County pay for that mistake. Repsher, hands off. Near side, plenty of room. Stagger step, then pulled down about the 38-yard line, enough for a first down and then some on a great run from Dawson Jenkins. Jenkins, the 5'8", 150-pound senior running back. Good carry for him.
Yeah, good start for him in this game, and that's the kind of gain you want to get things going.
15-7. Taylorville on the near hash mark. Audible. Throws it left side, caught. Now down to the 30, 25-20, still on his feet, and then pulled down around the 13-yard line on a great pass and reception from Taylorville.
And that play nearly fell apart. You might have seen Repsher and Cage Schimmelfenning sort of run into each other, but they get out of the way, and then credit to Repsher for seeing the space up ahead.
And I think that was Garrett Lehman with the reception on that one, number 32. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 12. And Repsher sets. Mateer next to him. Motion from Lehman. Handoff. Mateer pushes forward and gets a gain of about 6 on the play.
Yeah, more bulldozing there from Mateer, and he's really earning his stripes in this game.
Actually, I think he did better than that. Yeah, second and
I think he took the stripes from Richland County.
2nd and 3, yeah. But Taylorville in the red zone here. Taylorville will try to punch it in here. Repsher sets. Mateer right next to him. Lehman in motion. Hands it off. Mateer forward. Plenty of room on his feet. And there it is. Taylorville touchdown. A 3-yard run from number 3, Owen Mateer.
Yeah, he went in pretty much untouched. Richland County with no response after that drive, and they concede points off the turnover.
Wasn't touched on that run. And it's 15-13. So after Richland County jumped out to a 15-0 lead, Taylorville responds with 13 unanswered points of their own. Try to make it 14 here. And again, as I said, special teams, an area that Taylorville struggled in. Repsher to hold. Cameron Smith to kick. Here's the snap. Kick is up. No, it's a fake or botched or something. Goes forward and pulled down. And I don't know if that was... I don't know if that was intended to be that way, but it did not work.
I don't know either, because it was not a bad hold at all. Although if they were to fake, normally you make that move immediately after the snap.
Well, regardless, it will stay 15-13 on the weird, whatever that was, extra point attempt for Taylorville. And Taylorville trails with 7:06 left in the second quarter, 15-13. You're listening to WTIM, watching on Tommy TV.
I am not used to having this kind of equipment.
Me neither, but it's wonderful. Without this, we can't. Now you can.
Yep, going back after this. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And welcome back to Richland County and home of the Tigers on a beautiful night for football as Taylorville has scored 13 unanswered, and they trail now 15-13 with 7:06 left here in the first quarter. High kick. Goes past the outstretched fingertips on the far side. Richland County grabs it, spins off, still on his feet, not going to get through. And Taylorville uses a wall of about 3 or 4 Tornadoes on that return. And boy, an absolute juggernaut on Taylorville defense there.
It looks like that kickoff returner was initially going for the ball. Of course, you don't want to touch it if you don't pull it in. So that gives Richland County not the best field position.
So the Tigers will start at their own 10. Looks like by the 13, 11. Yeah, about the 11. Lines are a little bit faded here. We do see them a little bit better now with the sun going down, but let's see what Cawthorn wants to do here. Quarterback for the Richland County Tigers. They scored at ease the first 2 drives. An interception on the 3rd drive gave Taylorville points. Hands off on the motion. Breaks the tackle, still on his feet. 20, 25, 30, still up. 35, 40, one man to beat, and gets pushed out of bounds on a big run from Ian Pianfetti.
Yeah, a bit of a toss handoff there, and Pianfetti really showing that speed. That's some of what we saw from Taylorville actually in the scrimmage last weekend, but this time working out well for the Tigers, and they have a first down in midfield.
So with that being said, now it is 1st and 10 from the middle of the field, the 50-yard line with 6:46 left here in the second quarter. The option handoff there on the wide receiver end route. And read that beautifully for the Tigers. Cawthorn in the shotgun. Split set. Nope, never mind. Man in motion takes it himself. Cawthorn breaks the tackle, still on his feet, then gets pushed down. Gained about 4 or 5 on the play. Forward progress is probably going to give him about 7, to be honest with you. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 41. On good forward progress from these referees.
And, yeah, good persistence there on that play by Richland County, really on all parts, not just from the running of the ball.
So, 6:10 left here in the second quarter. Cawthorn. Balanced attack, hands off. Taylorville snuffs it out. Nowhere to go and pulled down on the run from Gentry. Looked at it wrong. It was Xavier Owusu-John, and then Owusu-John had a loss on that one. I apologize.
And I think Cameron Sneddon, the sophomore defensive lineman, was one of the players who got in there. They were just aggressive from the off and caught the home side by surprise.
Cawthorn back out there, flanked by Reed Klingler and Reed Brown. Near side for Klingler. One wide receiver up top and on the bottom, and now whistles come in. And a timeout taken by Taylorville.
Don't know if they just saw something in the offensive formation they didn't like or what happened. They seemed reasonably set.
So with a 30-second timeout, you're listening to WTIM, your information station. Back in just a moment.
All right, 30-second ad. We want back after this. All right, coming back after this.
And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado football. Tornadoes trailed 15-13 with 5:14 left here in this first half as they use their first timeout. Timeout's brought to you by TCCU.
And we'll see what it was that went wrong there. Didn't look like too much of an issue, but certainly an opportunity for Taylorville to have a little bit of a breather and maybe come up with some way to stop this team on third down. I think this is, in fact, only the second third down play that Richland County will have had.
So a big 3rd and 4 here for Richland County from the 44-yard line. They'll need to get all the way down to the 40 to get a first, and Taylorville will, as they set up, probably just wanted to see how Richland County's offense set before they went forward with what they wanted to do. And so it'll be Richland County's turn to adjust and see if they continue this chess match back and forth over formations. Trips left, Richland County. Cawthorn in the backfield. Taylorville in a staggered defensive set. Owusu John up near Cawthorn. Takes it himself, right side, still on his feet. Got enough for a first down, then some. Around the horn, no one's going to catch him. And a touchdown for Gavin Cawthorn from the 44-yard run from Cawthorn.
Yeah, he knew exactly what was going on from Taylorville. And if you're the Tornadoes, you think there's no excuse for something like that coming out of the timeout when you can talk things over. I think there will be some words had about that during the halftime break. But well done by Cawthorn. Saw the room to run and brought about that pace.
All right, now Taylorville defense will see if they can figure out a way to handle whatever that weird set was on this last one, and they're not going to as they just come back over to do the actual extra point. Coker to kick. Hold is good, kick is up and in, and it's 22-13, 9-point lead for Richland County.
Now, after the siren went after that touchdown, we heard what sounded like a chainsaw.
I don't know what that was.
Neither do I. Much like you could say the Taylorville defensive setup there, but Richland County taking full advantage of these mistakes, and it's working out really well for them.
A 22-13 lead here for Richland County with 5 minutes left, courtesy of a 44-yard touchdown run from Gavin Cawthorn as they lead this one by 9. WTIM your information station, Tommy TV. Glad to have you with us here as we are excited to be bringing you all kinds of Taylorville football. And I want to thank our sponsors who allow us to be here. Skewers Coffee. Don't forget to join us for the Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game, which we will announce at the end of tonight's broadcast. Who will it be? We will find out for you as Taylorville tries to claw their way back into this game. But they're going to need to get some offense going here. And we've seen them have some good offense on these last 2 drives. Can they sustain it? That will be the question. McDonald's, I'm Loving It, sponsor of our coin toss. Senior Citizens of Christian County, sponsor of our Extra Point, and TCCU, who sponsors our timeouts. So I want to thank all of our sponsors who allow us to be here this evening. This is Reed's first football game ever. No, I'm just kidding. But it is his first broadcast ever. And he's having a good time.
I actually am.
Hope you are as well. Richland County will get ready to kick here. Coker sets. And here we go. Pierce and Brown back. Kick is up. And it's again to Spencer Brown. Grabs it at the end zone. 5, 10, 15. Staggered step out left side. Juked and then pulled. Oh, still on his feet. Then finally pulled down around the 22. A 22-yard comeback for Spencer Brown.
Yeah, I got a couple yards of forward progress on that play as well. Now we're going to see this Taylorville offense, and they'll be feeling a little bit better after the score earlier, and they're going to need that confidence this time.
So 22-13 in favor of Richland County, 4:50 left here in the half. Now, mind you, Taylorville wants to score here not just because it's important to score, but because Richland County gets the ball back to start the second half. So Taylorville will not want to give up any more points knowing that Richland County will get the ball back starting the second half. Repsher, hands off. Mateer tripped up. And a game of maybe 1, maybe 2 on the play.
Yeah, just a bit of a trip there. I don't know if a Tiger leg got in there or if it was just a trip on the ground, but not characteristic of what we've seen from him.
4:30 left here in the first half. On a 2nd and 9 from the 24. Taylorville's own 24. Ball in the middle of the hash. Another handoff. Breaks one tackle, then pulled down on a hit right up the gut. And a little bit of a better gain on that one. Game about 5 or 6 on the play.
He stayed on his feet that time and just trusted his velocity, trusted his strength as well. Did Owen Mateer, 5'10", 190 pounds, so I don't blame him.
Be about 3rd and 1. And a big 3rd and 1 here for Taylorville. Repsher getting instructions from Coach Jeb Odom. Barking orders and audibles out of it. Comes back in the shotgun. 1 on each side. Now it's flushed out of pocket. Got to throw. Throws with no one there and intercepted. Bobbled it, but intercepted. And the worst nightmare for Taylorville on the interception. And so Aiden Jermack with the interception on that one. And boy, a mistake from Repsher there as he just had a hand in his face and just threw the ball up and hoped for a prayer.
Oh, it's a scrimmage all over again. We saw that happen a few times, and I knew I was going to get nervous on some of those deeper passes if that happened today. And unfortunately, my worst fears came true. Well read, and yeah, for a Taylorville side, which so far, at least on offense, has played it safe, played it smart, that's not what happened this time.
And again, just one of those things where as a junior, you're going to have to learn when not to throw those passes. And that's Repsher's first interception of the game. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 44 for the Tigers, who are looking to pounce before the end of the first half. Cawthorn, right side. Now breaks the tackle, off and running again. One man to beat and gets pulled down. The flag will come in.
That's a horse.
And that's going to be another big personal foul penalty on Taylorville.
That's probably close enough that it's half the distance to the goal. Again, more great speed there from Gavin Cawthorn. That served him so well in this game.
Boy, Cawthorn just real, as Reed said, able to move really quick. Was slow, then the burst of speed, and he was gone. 3 Taylorville Torandoes in hot pursuit, but it wasn't going to be enough. And you add the penalty on that, and this will probably be a 1st and goal from the 1. It's already a big and if you can hear the PA announcer, a horse collar tackle on Taylorville on the tackle as they just tried desperately to be able to pull Cawthorn down. And great field position turns into even better field position. So you understand the tackle being made. He didn't have a choice. It was going to be a touchdown regardless if he didn't do that. But be 1st and goal from the 5 as that's officially ruled. Cawthorn sets in the shotgun. Takes it himself, pushes forward, breaks through the line, and I think he's going to be just short. He is. Gain of about 2 on the play.
Still, smart play call. Just go up the middle. You don't need to do anything super special. Richland County, they've been very efficient on offense. They were like that all of last season as well. That was one of their big strengths, able to put up a lot of points in those games.
Boy, and again, Richland County getting through their regular season undefeated as they just decimated almost everybody that they played last year.
And that was after a winless 2023 season.
Go from not winning to winning everything?
That's right.
Any coach in America would take that. 2nd and 1. Pushes forward. Is it enough? It is. So Cawthorn on a 1-yard run. And it is 28-13.
And There goes the siren again. At first I thought it was just a special thing for tonight with the fact that Richland County's facing Taylorville, but still a good play there, and they're in for the score.
That's normal. Welcome
That's
to
normal?
high school football.
Okay, well, thank you. Hey, I grew up in Vermont. We don't do this.
Get ready to kick the extra point here.
On for the extra point for the Tigers, number 18, Owen Coker.
Motorcycles giving their approval on that touchdown run. Coker's ready to go, and the kick is up and in, and it's 29-13.
Not the best of snaps, but still works out for Richland County. By the way, they averaged 45.1 points a game last season. That's how many points they scored on average, and well on pace to break that today. So well done.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Taylorville Torandoes Football. Leroy Clamola here alongside my partner Reed Camai as we are bringing you all of the action here this evening. Tornadoes trailing here in this one as it was 15-0, and it was 15-13, and now it's 29-13. So both sides scoring 2 touchdowns consecutively. Richland County did it first, and then Taylorville did it, and then Richland County did it. So in theory, we should have 2 touchdowns from Taylorville here.
In theory, but it's going to be difficult. 2:27, and Richland County, like we mentioned earlier, gets the ball to start the second half.
So Repsher got to control the ball a little bit better. He's going to be thinking about that pass that he made here as he gets ready to go on this drive. Coker sets, and here's the kick. Low line drive kick that bounces, and Spencer Brown has some problems picking it up. He finally does, then gets a hole on the left-hand side, still on his feet. Breaks another tackle, then tripped up around the 28, 26, or 26-yard line.
Yeah, doing well to go back the other way as the Tiger defenders not able to catch up.
And boy, Spencer Brown, that's scary. When you lose that football right there at about the 5-yard line, you want nothing more than to pick that ball up. And sometimes, Reed, that's not the easiest thing to grab when your energy is amped and your adrenaline's pumping.
The last thing you want to do is go down to the ground to pick anything up. So
yeah.
that's a tricky adjustment.
So Taylorville will take over, trailing in this one, 29-13. Isaac Repsher will try to put together a 2-minute drill here. Hands it off. Plenty of room, then taken down, a gain of about 6 on the play. On a run from Mateer on the far side.
Mateer still getting those carries, still doing his job. That's just what you want.
Another handoff, Mateer again. Breaks one tackle, still on his feet, but not going to get through as there was about 3 orange jerseys that were right there in on the stop, included on that stop, and he wasn't the only one. I'm not sure.
Neither am I, just a crowd of players.
Well, it looked like it was number 44, but number 44 is Daniel Zhu, and he's the kicker. Another handoff. Forward again, Mateer, enough for the first down and then some, down to about the 39-yard line. As Mateer just fell forward, enough for a first down. 1:29 left here in this first half. Don't forget to join us at halftime. We'll get you some games from around the league. We'll have much more for you as well. We'll tell you how we got here. As a big sack. Was it a sack or did they get a handoff to Brown? It was a handoff to, no, it was Repsher, and Repsher is taken down on a sack, and Xander Holtz in on that stop and the sack.
They call the timeout, so that's Taylorville's second of the half, and they'll have to have a conversation here. Looks like something really broke down on that play for the Tornadoes as they continue to try to keep up the pace, which they did a decent job of at first.
No, they called the timeout to stop the clock.
Well, that's what I mean at first.
No,
in the drive.
1:16 left here in the first half. And it'll be 2nd and 16 from their own 34-yard line. They're going to have to get down to about the 49-yard line to pick up a first down. And, of course, they're going to have to go, what is that, 66 yards to get the touchdown?
66 yards. Yep, 66 yards.
Yes. 2 for 2. All
for
right.
2, yeah. But wait, what was the first one? You don't know. That's okay. It's been a long day.
1:16 left here in the first half. Again, Richland County will get the ball to start the second half, the third quarter. Repsher gets in the shotgun. Trips right. Yonker in motion. Makes a split set. Moves over towards the tight end position. Repsher looks to throw. Does throw. Left side. Waits for it and then taken down near the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 3 on it. Back to the original 10-yard marker. 3rd and 10. Taylorville again, same play. Repsher to throw quick. Launches it down the field. Caught and pulled down around the 26-yard line on a good catch. Picked in by Malik Pierce.
Yeah, great throw, great catch. Had to stretch a bit.
50 seconds left. 50.2 to be exact. Malik Pierce's first reception of the game, and a big one for Taylorville as they're in much better position here with 49 seconds left here in the quarter. And now they're just going to smack the ball? No. Yeah, spike the ball, and that stops the clock.
It's, well, when they got the first down, the clock stops because of that. So,
yep.
Don't know what's going on here.
Well, I think, yep, they're ready to go here. So, yeah, it'll be 2nd and 10. And the spike from Repsher. 45.9 seconds left. Motion. Blitz. Repsher flushed out pocket. Runs over the left-hand side, still on his feet, then just runs out of bounds near the 20-yard line with 39 seconds left. It'll be a 3rd and 5. In for Taylorville now is Garrett Lehman. Taylorville ready to go here. Mateer in the backfield. Hands off. Mateer breaks one tackle, push forward, then taken down. Close to the first down marker. I think he's got enough for the first, since 35 seconds left. And Taylorville in red zone territory. Far hash mark. Repsher looking to throw. Takes it himself, runs forward, being pursued, and then pulled down on a broken down play with nowhere to go. Taylorville does have one timeout left, and they take it right there, I think.
Yep.
They do.
A couple good running plays there, and then that time, though, just broke down as Repsher really just went right at the offensive line, and I think he knew his gains were going to be limited on that play. But Taylorville's still in a good position, and they're very capable of getting the touchdown here.
He saw the hole closed before he had a chance to do anything with it. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 9-yard line. Taylorville will try to get points here with 21 seconds left. Big test for the, lack of a better word, rookie quarterback.
Yeah, certainly a lot on the line here at the end of the first half, with Richland County getting the ball to start the second.
So they're adding 1 second to the clock for Taylorville's offense as it gets readjusted to 22.6 seconds. 29-13 in favor of Richland County. Timeout is over. Taylorville will come back out onto the field. 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Repsher Repshire comes out, flanked by Owen Mateer. Blake Ladge on the far side. Yonker in motion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Repshire sets. Moves forward in the pocket. Breaks the tackle. Still up on his feet. Left-hand side. Scrambling off the left-hand side and runs out of bounds. Rolls off about 6 seconds on that. Down to about 15.1. And Repshire, I don't know how he came out of that pocket, but he did. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 6. 3rd and goal from the 6. Repshire again in the shotgun. Mateer next to him. What do they want to do here? Taylorville looking to throw again. Repshire rolls out to his left-hand side. Hit as he throws. Tries to pull it in one-handed and unable to. Pass intended for Blake Ladage. No. Pass was intended for Yonker. And it'll be 4th and goal from the 6. And so Taylorville will have a choice to make here. And I would imagine they're going to go for it. No, they're going to kick. Interesting.
Late substitution here from Richland County.
So Cameron Smith will have a tough choice here to kick. Kick is up, and it is, oh my gosh, he made it. Taylorville makes the extra points, 29-16. They'll take it.
They will take it. You'll take the points. Looked like the drive just kind of broke down near the end there, and Taylorville doing well. They ran some good plays. They ran some tried and true plays near the end, and they get some points going into the second half.
So Peabody with the field goal kick. And it'll be 29-16. I would imagine we will not see too much here on this, maybe a squib kick as they'll try to chew up this last 7 seconds, and I can't imagine that Richland County will do much with this one, as sure enough, their offensive coordinators are coming down off the ladder. Don't forget, at halftime we'll have some games around the league, especially from the conference, and we'll have how we got here from this first half, and much, much more coming your way. We'll even see if Reed can do some tricks. We've got some great stuff coming from you at halftime, and it'll be a fantastic show. I want to thank you all for watching and listening wherever you are in Illinois. Glad to have you with us here or around the world as we are streaming live on Tommy TV and on the air on WTIM, your information station. A great night for football. It was a little bit cloudy earlier. It still is a little bit hazy outside, but Reed has turned into a fantastic night.
Yeah, great atmosphere, and just happy to be part of it.
It's a 13-point lead for Richland County. Smith will get ready to kick here, and what I imagine will be kind of a squib, but we'll see what he does here. 7.9 seconds left on the clock. Oh, I take that back. They've readjusted the clock to 3.1. 3.9. Now we're good. All right, 3.9 seconds. So, yes, there will not be much here. Smith sets. And the kick. And it's a short one. And it's fumbled and loose. Who wants it? Taylorville says they have it. Taylorville says that they have it as some wild sign pointing from Taylorville's Colton Reese. And after the referees undo the pile, Taylorville has the ball. 1.9 seconds left. As the punt kick was muffed from Richland County, and Taylorville will try one last play here.
Now then, it's interesting stuff. I did not expect a kick like that, and that one's a little bit easier to grab, and even if you don't get anything out of that play, but now a chance here for Taylorville. See what they do.
Well, they did short on purpose with an attempt to try to just kind of kill that last 3.9 seconds. So big thing here for Taylorville as they will try to come up with one last attempt here on what I would imagine will most likely be a trick play, Hail Mary pass type deal. We'll see what they do. I've seen Taylorville do some crazy stuff. Some of it works, some of it doesn't, but that's football. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tornadoes try to see if they can't cut into this deficit going into halftime. Trips left. Repture to throw. Plenty of time. Rolls out to his left. Still on his feet. Hot pursuit. Rolls out and then gets pulled down for a takedown for a gain of maybe 1 on the play. And the play ends. And we go to halftime. So we go to halftime on WTIM your information station. 29, Richland County 29, Taylorville Torandoes 16. You're listening to WTIM. Tommy TV will be back in just a little bit.
All right, ad's right.
Exciting first half here tonight, hasn't it, Olivia?
It has, Haley. The score is currently 16-29, with only taking the lead tonight.
We're now gonna bring in a Tommy TV first year for a few questions. What do you like best about Tommy TV so far this year?
I like that I get to learn how to do new things while meeting new people and helping out.
And what are you most looking forward to for Tommy TV this year?
I'm looking forward to do graphics and learning how to do that.
And what would be your most ideal position to focus on for Tommy TV?
I would like to focus on graphics since I have always looked at graphics and thought that was really cool.
Thank you for your time.
is Leroy Clamola alongside my partner Reed Cami. Reed, glad to have you with us here this evening. Tornadoes trailed early in this one as, as advertised, as Gavin Cawthorn has been fantastic. Cawthorn really been a thorn in Taylorville's side. Taylorville went on 3 and out to start off the game, and 3 plays later, Cawthorn easy able to score for Richland County. He jumped out to a 7-0 lead on a 28-yard pass to Coker. Klingler then would have a 45-yard touchdown pass and a 2-point conversion. That would make the score 15-0. Taylorville would answer back. Spencer Brown, 30-yard touchdown run. That made it 15-7. Cawthorn would throw an interception on a tipped pass, and Owen Mateer would add a 3-yard touchdown run. That would make the score 15-13. Then Gavin Cawthorn took over. 44-yard touchdown run made it 22-13. Cawthorn had another 1-yard touchdown run on the interception from Repshire, which made it 29-13. Taylorville answered with a field goal kick from Ben Peabody, and that made the score 29-16, and that is where we sit at halftime. Taking a look at games from around the conference this evening, Charleston taking on Robinson this evening. MacArthur heading into Mattoon. Richland County, of course, playing Taylorville Effingham at Breeze Central, and Mount Zion taking on Limestone. Those are your Apollo Conference matchups here this evening. And Reed, your thoughts from this chaotic first half?
Well, that's certainly what it has been, and especially on Taylorville's side, just leaving a lot of holes for this Richland County offense to exploit, and it's been difficult to cover this team, and I knew coming in, you knew coming in, right? If the Tigers did what they do best, then it would be really difficult for Taylorville to come back from it. And offensively, they got to stick to what they know. That running game, in a lot of ways, they really can rely on it, and then they don't want to take too many risky passes. We saw one of those in this game, and it's cost them dearly.
Well, and Taylorville's going to need to figure out a way to slow down Gavin Cawthorn. He's been the absolute king out there on the field, and really a big reason for why Richland County has been so successful in this first half has been the fantastic play from Cawthorn, who's really just been absolutely moving the ball well down the field all game long. All game long, he's been fantastic. Who have you seen that's impressed you on the Taylorville side?
Well, Owen Mateer has been great in that running back position. You know, even going up the middle, that's where he's gotten some of those good plays. Even on that last drive, right? Got a couple of good plays, and enough of them that made a difference in terms of allowing them just to get the field goal. And without that, then they wouldn't even have scored the 3 points. So he's stuck to what he's done best, and it's worked out really well.
And if you hear a fight song that sounds eerily familiar, that's because Richland County has the same fight song that Taylorville has. That's why it sounds really familiar. But Taylorville will try here in the second half to see if they're able to come back and claw their way back into this one. Trailing by 13 again. Last time these two teams played last year, Taylorville stormed back and lost 43-38 on some last-second plays from Richland County. Taylorville would love nothing more than to come back and stun this Richland crowd home opener. 29-16 in favor of Richland County. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have much more here and check out on some of the other things going on around the area. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and watching on Tommy TV.
I was in foster care. I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Take control at ready.gov/olderadults.
Do here going into this third quarter as they are set to kick to start things off. With every touchdown that Taylorville scores, your locally owned Skewers Coffee at routes 29 and 104 in Taylorville are proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the WTIM Tornado Give Back promotion. Skewers Coffee will donate the following to the Taylorville Sports Boosters. For every Tornado varsity football touchdown, they're donating $10. And we want to thank Skewers Coffee and the 22 local employees of your Skewers Coffee in Taylorville, proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the WTIM Tornado Give Back promotion, supporting the Taylorville Sports Boosters. This season's coin toss, sponsored exclusively by your Taylorville McDonald's. You know what word I hate is exclusively, because I can't say it.
Exclusively.
They keep putting it in here.
Yeah.
The Taylorville exclusively by your Taylorville McDonald's, where I'm loving it, and they love the Tornadoes. TCCU, special sponsor of Taylorville's Timeout, and the Senior Citizens of Christian County, who sponsor our Extra Point. I want to also thank WTIM on its many platforms, AM, FM, and online, brings you Taylorville Tornado football and boys basketball all season long. Tornado Sports and WTIM stream live on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com are brought to you by Advanced Eye Care, Taylorville Memorial Hospital, Advanced Title, Blakely Heating and Cooling, Christian County YMCA, Taylorville Community Credit Union, Taylorville Community Eye Care, and CMB Bank and Trust, all in Taylorville. Of course, we want to thank Tommy TV as well. We couldn't do this without them, so big shout out to those guys that have made this trip possible and have come out here on this journey. It's not easy to set up all this stuff at home, much less setting it up on the road, and they've done a fantastic job with that. Reed, what do the Taylorville Tornadoes need to do if they want to come back in this game?
Well, offensively, I think they can trust what they're doing and just limit those mistakes. Defensively, well, they've got a lot to figure out. It's really back to the drawing board, right? They've got to figure out what it is that Richland County is doing well, and they're doing a lot well. I will say that, and come up with how to handle it. And I think whatever plan for the second half they use, at least if it's going to be successful, should look quite a bit different from what they had in the first.
A 15-7 first quarter, a 14-9 second quarter, and that's where we sit right now, 29-16 in favor of Richland County. When we come back, we will have Taylorville football on tap, second half, right after this. Alongside Reed Camai as we get ready for the second half. Taylorville trails in this one 29-16. Lots of good things to take away from this Taylorville first game, as they have a lot of new pieces that are in as far as offensive and defensive. We'll get to some of those names here in the second half of weapons that Taylorville had, but the main weapons have been so far Spencer Brown and Owen Mateer, as Isaac Repsher leading this offensive team. Struggled out of the gate, but kind of regrouped in that first part of that second quarter, and really kind of, okay, we've got we're on the road. It's tough playing on the road. They were able to get some of those willies out, and hopefully we'll get some good instruction from Coach Jeb Odom and get going here in this third quarter. Taylorville will kick off here to start the third as we get ready to go here for third quarter action on this season opener for Taylorville football.
And yeah, like you were talking about, that offensive confidence really grew. Again, shook off the cobwebs, and I'm excited to see what it looks like in the second half of this game.
Pine Fetty and Germack back.
Also deep to return for the Tigers is Gentry Ho.
Gentry Ho as well. You know, where three-man set as far as back to receive. Cameron Smith to kick. The third quarter will be underway here momentarily on a beautiful night here in Richland County. Glad to have you with us wherever you may be watching or listening. Cameron getting ready to go. Smith's kick. Line drive down near the 28-yard line. Forward and then pulled down around the 41-yard line. Forward progress again down to about the 42.
On the swift kick by Taylorville to start the half.
And taken out by Xavier
Covered by number 38.
Zuber.
Xavier Zuber of the Tigers.
That's right. I'm surprised he ended up with the ball there and reacted well.
Right place, right time.
Right place, right time, and again reacted well, able to get that yardage. You never know when it's your time, and he responded really well.
So Richland County and Gavin Cawthorn will get things going here. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. And 29-16 lead for Richland County. Cawthorn trips right. Hands off left-hand side, nowhere to go, and a big stop. In on that stop for Taylorville was Christian White.
Yeah, Christian White, Lane Riva as well, making the tackle. Really good penetration from the two of them. And that helped them get the tackle for loss.
So it'll be 2nd and 11. First time we've seen penetration like that in the backfield. For the most part, Richland County's been moving the ball fairly well. 2nd and 11 from the 40. And Cawthorn will try again here. Cawthorn, who has great speed, can really move the ball well himself without even having to worry about anybody. Does have 3 wide receivers up top, though. Rolls out to his right. Plenty of time. Launches a shot over the right side, enough for a first down, then runs to his own player, and a Taylorville player slow to get up.
Well, two of the Taylorville players actually got in the way of each other, Jackie Cargill and Eli Ellis. That actually allowed Richland County to gain a few extra yards.
So 1st and 10 from the 48.
And we will now take over for 1st and 10 from the Tornado 48-yard line.
A small press box up here. But seeing as how when I go to Mount Zion, I'm outside, I will take being in a small press box as opposed to being outside. It's a nice press box, though. Western Kentucky University has a really narrow press box. It's really long, but it's really narrow. Right side, no room, and then pulled down. Lots of pushing and shoving. And finally taken down. Gain of about 2 or 3 yards on the carry from Owusu John.
He had a good first half, some good gains there. By the way, I went to my second spell in college was at Edgewood University. Their press box way smaller than this.
See, you gotta take credit for the things that you can, man.
That's right.
2nd and 9 from the 47-yard line. Gavin Cawthorn had a monster first half, trying to pick things up where he left off. Barking instructions, claps his hands, the snap, takes it himself, fakes a handoff, and then pushes forward near, but has enough for a first down, then down to about the 39-yard line on the quarterback keeper.
And Cawthorn read that Taylorville was going to run with the blitz, just took it just enough to the outside, and that allowed him a good gain.
So actually, they're going to rule he was just short. I thought he got enough for the first. I've been wrong all day. 3rd and 1 from the 39-yard line. Really close. Takes it forward himself, pushes forward, enough for the first down and then some, and then pulled down as Yonker in on that stop. Or Max Havero, sorry. Havero on the stop.
I think Landon Boucher might have actually gotten the first hit there, and Cawthorn doing really well to keep going.
Hey, Landon Boucher in on that stop. Let's see Tanya sitting in the crowd right now. Hi, Tanya. Landon's mom.
This message brought to you by his binoculars.
That's right. I'm having so much fun. Cawthorn in the shotgun, snaps the ball. Here we go, rolls out, fakes a handout to the right side, keeps it himself, and gets a gain of about 6 on the play. In on the stop for the Taylorville Torandoes was Eli Ellis.
Really well done with the fake. In fact, I had initially thought they were handing off for the run on the long side, and there is a player who is down on the turf.
He handed it off to Pine Fetty. I thought he kept it himself. He did not. And a cramp for an injured Tiger player, and that's the problem with the first games of the season is you get later into these games and sometimes cramps and things like that. Take 30 seconds. You're listening to WTIM, your information station watching on Tommy TV.
All right, ads running.
And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado football. Tornadoes trail this one 29-16. I'll give a special shout out this evening. Blake Heimsness wants to say hello to Jennifer Heimsness. Jennifer, we've been praying for you, wishing you the best on everything that you've been dealing with. And we want to say hello. Hello, Jen. Hope you're having a great night, enjoying some Taylorville football. Blake, stop it. Shotgun here, takes the runs over the near side, pushing forward. Owusu John runs into a wall and then gets pulled back, but forward progress will get him close to the enough for a first down, yeah.
Seems like we're just beginning to see this Taylorville defense wear out a little bit. Able to get some extra yards after the first contact.
So 1st and 10 from the red zone on the 20-yard line exactly, with 8 minutes left here in this third quarter. And the season opener for the Taylorville Tornadoes, home opener for Richland County. Richland County, who had such a fantastic year last year, trying to do it again this year. Cawthorn in the shotgun. Takes a handoff, takes it himself. Left side, breaks the tackle, still on his feet. To the 15, 10, 5. No one's going to grab him and in for a score. Gavin Cawthorn, 20-yard touchdown run for the quarterback, and he has been all of their offense.
And that was a really good run there, outpacing that Taylorville side and doing it all on the near side as well, which, if I'm not mistaken, is how his first touchdown earlier in the game came about too. So
it was.
Whatever he's doing is working out really well, and not just once. Are you okay?
Yeah. Yep, I had a bug on my head. Scared me. Oh, it was a cricket.
Oh, it's a cricket. Okay.
Scared me half to death, man.
Okay, it happened right as the motorcycles were revving up, so I thought you got shocked.
No, there was a cricket on my head. Freaked me out. And just glad that, yeah. Live radio, man. You never know. Woo. Woo. Oh, and Coker getting ready to kick here. Kick is up and through the uprights and good. And it's 35-16. The cricket.
Taylorville having a hard time covering on the flanks of the field, and that has done them in multiple times in this game, including on that last touchdown.
7:33 left here in this third quarter on a 36-16 lead for the Richland County Tigers, who are cruising here to a victory in their home opener.
And Taylorville up next for them. They host Mount Zion, and that'll be, or excuse me, no, they host Canton. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong schedule.
We don't start conference play yet there, but
yeah, no, a little bit of time still. No, they host Canton. No, that will be next week.
That'll be terrifying.
And, yeah, and that'll be an opportunity for them to, turn things around
This one's not over yet, my friend. 7:33 left here, and a 20-point lead for Richland County. 7:33 left. Spencer Brown back, and Malik Pierce. Brown on the near side, Pierce on the far side. As we get ready to go here. Owen Coker to kick. He's had some good boots here today, man. I always love the kickers that can just absolutely wallop these. I'm lucky if I can get it about 30 yards. Squib kick down up the middle. It's going to get all the way down to Spencer Brown. Does pick it up near the 25 and then off into the races. Spins, braces, tackle. It's still up on his feet and then pulled down around the 30-yard line.
Shocked to see the squib kick at this point in the game, although a flag does come out.
I don't necessarily know if that was intentional. And then, like Reed said, a flag does come in here. And it's going to be a penalty against Richland County. An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Not sure specifically what happened. We've seen that a few times in this game, and that's going to really help Taylorville out here.
So Taylorville will go from okay field position to great field position as they now start their drive from their own 44-yard line. Isaac Rebscher in the shotgun. Takes it himself on a delayed run. Pushing forward, still on his feet. Oh, a great second effort, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Forward progress gets him all the way down to the 46 on the far side. And it's going to be in for, took a little bit for a second there, but they did call the first down on that one.
Does really well to bulldoze his way through that protection.
The second chance effort on that one was really the big difference on that.
That's right.
Another run, left side, still up on his feet, pushing forward, nothing going. Gain of maybe 3 or 4, and then some late tackles there. No flags, though, as everyone just kind of falls down on the run from Rebscher.
Defensive backs responding well to help contain.
2nd and 6. The 41-yard line. 42-yard line, sorry. 2nd and 6 from the 42 with 6:29 left here in the third quarter. And a 36-16 lead for Richland County. Rebscher in the shotgun. Motion for Havera. Looking to throw. Up in the air and, too strong. Boy, it was a 1-on-2 matchup. Had him beat. The ball was just a little bit too far on the throw to Ladage.
Yeah, it's the second time we've seen a pass like that happen in this game. I mean, you can't win at that little mini game if you don't try, but just a little bit too long. Otherwise, really well done.
And Blake Ladage was the intended receiver on that one. The 6'3", 185-pound junior wide receiver. Also a prominent member on the basketball team. He's poised to have a big senior year. Or big year, not senior, big year. And Rebscher taken down. Nothing going for the quarterback, junior quarterback, who's brought down at the original line of scrimmage, 45-yard line by Xander Zhu.
And did well to step into the pressure, but Zhu there equally as well to respond and take him down and bring him almost back to where that series began.
So on the 4th and 6, 4th and 8, Taylor will, looks like Taylor was going to punt. Blake Ladage to punt here. Here's the snap. Good up, and it's blocked. Boy, got through to the backfield. In on that stop, and blocking that one was number 44, Xander Holtz. Holtz got a big hand on that football, and Holtz is a big reason. And, boy, Richland County's going to set themselves up in great field position.
Yeah, that was really good. Reacted quickly, then just got himself right in front there. Really no room for the punt.
Reed Brown was also in on that stop. And Richland County is going to set themselves up in really good field position down at the Taylorville 30-yard line on that blocked punt. Gladish took a moment to try to get that through, but more impressed by Richland County on how quickly they were able to get into the backfield there.
Yeah, it brings about that speed, and that made the difference.
So 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for Gavin Cawthorn and this Richland County Tiger team who have marched down the field all day long. Handoff, right side. Pushing forward, gain of about 7 on the play before being taken down on a heap of people.
And he really just carried them across like he was trying to be the hero, which in this case he was, of course, for Richland County, and looked really good in this game.
2nd and 10 now from the, or sorry, 2nd and 2 now from the 2nd and 1 from the, they're a little bit late there, 22-yard line. Running on the right-hand side, still up on his feet and taken down and close to the first down mark. Has enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line.
And they get into the red zone now. Had one possession earlier. I think that was on maybe the last touchdown in the first half, if I'm not mistaken, where they got into the red zone. Otherwise, it's been big play touchdowns.
36-16 lead in favor of Richland County. Looking to throw right-hand side. Gets the screen right through and then gets enough. There on the right side, close to the first down marker again on a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play.
The Tigers have looked good on those screen passes in this game, and that one's worked well again.
So 2nd and 6. It was a little bit shorter than what I thought it was. 2nd and 6 from the 19. Yeah, 15 or 16-yard line. Taylorville on their heels here. The block punt really coming back to hurt Taylorville. Owusu-John doesn't get the handoff, keeps it himself, and Cawthorn goes forward. So 3rd and 6 from still about the 15-yard line.
See what play they go with here. Getting into the huddle. Looks like they're trying to go with something interesting here as they try to get the first.
A big play right here for this Taylorville defense. Bend but don't break. Cawthorn looking to throw. Plenty of time. The left-hander runs forward. Still on his feet. Hit again. Close to the first down marker. And then pulled down. And in on the stop was Havera.
First down is
enough for a first down.
That's right, and you could see he was really fighting for every yard, and trying to get that first down gets just enough.
So 1st and goal here from the 10. 2:30 left here in this 3rd quarter. It was 29-16 at halftime. It's now 36-16. Right-hand side, pushing forward. Nobody touches him. And Owusu-John in for the score on a 10-yard run.
Yeah, good run there. Sees the hole. One that Taylorville could have possibly covered a little bit better, but running back does really well. He's had some good plays in this game, and good to see him get some points on the board for his team.
And now make it 42-16. And it's all Richland County here in their home opener. 2:10 left here in this 3rd quarter. They come out of the weird field goal formation. There's a term for it. I don't know what it is. I'll tell you straight up. No idea. Here's the kick. And it's up and in, and good, 43-16.
2 touchdowns from Richland County in this second half so far, and they've just been dominating in ways we didn't necessarily see even in the first half.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station, Tommy TV. You'll be back in just a moment. County has just absolutely taken the wind out of the sails of this Taylorville Tornado. Coger to kick. Kick is up and down. Brown grabs it, loses it again, picks it up. 5, 10, 15 to the 17, losing and gets taken down. Nearly lost the football again and pulled down around the 17, maybe 18-yard line. That's where Taylorville will start their drive.
And that was a more routine catch to make, and looks like it really cost the Tornadoes some yardage there. Not what you want when you know you need a response.
So with 2:02 left here, Taylorville will go back to work on their offense, and Isaac Repscher. Taylorville's been trying everything, just have not had a whole lot to show for it. We've seen bursts of offense, but the defense has struggled to keep them into this game. That combined with one interception from Repscher, and that's been the difference maker here in this one. Young quarterback's got to take his lumps. Repscher sets in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Up in the air, one man to beat, and can't hold on to it. Had it coming down, the ball just slipped out, and the pass intended for Blake Ladage. And Ladage could not bring it in.
And probably for the first time in this game, I actually was reasonably confident he was going to make that catch. They've had enough attempts at that sort of play in this game. Ladage actually read it quite well. Maybe just took his eyes off the ball at the last split second, and that's why it's an incomplete pass.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 18. Repscher again. Handoff. Oh, burst of speed. Spencer Brown breaks the tackle down to the 40, 45, and then pulled down hard in the Richland County group of players near the 48-yard line.
Yeah, he slid right across the long jump track. And no, I saw there. And
now the dust kick up from there?
Yeah, the dust, even though that's actually not where they even land.
Another play on the left-hand side. Spencer Brown again. Big run down to the 40. Still on his feet, then taken down at the 37. Taylorville working quick now. 1:40 left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, do that when you've got the momentum on some of these plays. Working real well for them.
Spencer Brown has nearly 40 yards of offense on this drive alone. Another big carry for the young running back. Repscher, motion. Hands off left side. Enough for a first down, then some, then pulled down. Big hit. And taking down Dawson Jenkins on the carry on that one.
Did well. He was hit rather high there on the eventual tackle. That's a bit worrying.
So 1st and 10 from the 27. Repsher. Young quarterback. Fakes a handoff, takes it himself, left side, and runs out of bounds. Gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. Had everyone fooled on that one, Reed.
Yeah, I think they expected him to go towards the long side, and Repsher instead just goes straight for the sideline and gains a healthy chunk of yards.
So 2nd and 2. From the 20-yard line. Hand off to Jenkins again. Falls down on a halfback dive. Gets down to about the 15-yard line.
Enough there for the first down. Some good plays from this Taylorville running game. That's something they can lean on.
So Taylorville in the red zone, and finally seeing some offense from this Taylorville team. And again, needs some points here. And while points are important, the defense needs to make a stop. Repsher, flanked by Owen Mateer. Havera in motion. The snap and whistles come in. This play's going to be blown dead. And timeout taken by Richland County.
First time they've taken a timeout in this game, if I'm not mistaken, and Richland County, I think, just having to sort things out on their end, having given up a set of some good running plays by Taylorville.
So Luke Carmody, head coach for Richland County, calls the timeout with 37.5 seconds left in the 43-16 lead here, all Richland County so far, as we approach the end of the third quarter. Taylorville Torandoes will try to see if they can't scrape across some points here and give themselves some momentum going into the fourth quarter. And while the game may seem a little bit out of hand, you'd love to have all that momentum moving forward into your second game down against when you take on Canton back in Taylorville. We approach the end of the third quarter here. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us this evening. My name is Leroy Clamola, alongside my partner Reed Kamai, to bring you all the action here this evening. I want to thank our sponsors, McDonald's. I'm loving it. Don't forget to join us for our Player of the Game, which we will announce at the end of tonight's broadcast, brought to you by Nicole Patrick, your country financial agent, TCCU, Senior Citizens of Christian County, and, of course, Screw's Coffee. Just giving a little bit of money here for this evening for our touchdowns. Repsher. Screen. Nowhere close. Intended for Owen Mateer, but Mateer not sure what happened on that one.
It's not an easy play to make, having to quickly turn and throw, but you see quarterbacks tend to make those plays quite well, and this one out of the reach of Owen Mateer.
So they'll brush it off, and they'll try again on a 2nd and 10 from the 15 in the red zone. Let's see if they go to the same play again here. Repsher. Sets. Takes it himself forward for a gain of about 2, still on his feet, and then pulled down for a gain of about 4, maybe 5 on the play.
This time they go for what they do best, and that gets them a few yards. Now, going into third down, maybe a position to try something else.
3rd and 6. And I don't think they're going to get another playoff here before the end of the third quarter. And that's how the third quarter will end. 43-16. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Fourth quarter in just a moment. 16 has been all Richland County here in this one, courtesy of Gavin Cawthorn, who's been a big part of the reason why this Richland County team has exploded for 43 points.
And now Taylorville trying to cut into it here, and they've got a crucial third down play, 3rd down and 6. And we're going to see what they draw up. Of course, having the time between the quarters to maybe figure something out.
So the Tornadoes come in 3rd and 6 from the 11-yard line. Got to get down to the 5 to get a first down. And I would imagine that Jeb Odom's going to go for it here on 4th if they have to. Repsher in the backfield, flanked by Owen Mateer. 2 wide receivers up top. And that's it. Takes the handoff, throws over to the right. Caught. Enough. And Malik Pierce. And there it is. Malik Pierce in for the touchdown.
And you're feeling good if you're Taylorville, able to flex all your muscles on that play. Mateer making a good catch. Decent coverage from Richland County. Mateer having to be aware of his surroundings. Same goes with Repsher as well. Then just turns around and marches right in for the score.
Now Malik Pierce putting in an 11-yard touchdown pass. And go for the extra point here in a 43-22 game. The hold. Kick is up. And through the uprights and good. And it's 43-23. With 11:52 left here in the third quarter. You're watching on Tommy TV and listening on WTIM, your information station. Back in just a moment. Welcome back to Taylorville Torandoes football. Ben Peabody to kick here. A short kickoff of the far right side, caught around the 24-yard line up to the 28, and then taken down around the 31-yard line. And a bunch of parents over on the Richland County section wanted to flag for some extracurriculars, but they're not going to get it. It'll be for 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
I don't think there was much more on that than what we've seen earlier in this game.
No. No. So Tigers come out onto the field now. Gavin Cawthorn. Big reason why this Richland County team has a 20-point lead. He has been absolutely phenomenal today. Hands off to Usajan. Nowhere to go. Pulled down. Forward progress might give him a yard. Bring up a second down.
The Taylorville defensive line, for the most part, has looked good in this game. They've gotten some decent stops in the backfield. And then Richland County has at times been able to respond and really take advantage of whatever the defense has done.
2nd and 10. Again, Taylorville will be home next week as they will take on Canton in that new matchup. We faced them in basketball earlier in December of this last year. Gave Taylorville their first win of the season. Taylorville will go on to have a fairly decent basketball season compared to the year prior. They're trying to see if they can't do any better this year. Cawthon takes it himself. Rolls out to his left, hit again, still on his feet, breaks the tackle, and he's gone. 50, 45, 40. One man to beat. He's got it. No one's going to catch him. Gavin Cawthon all alone in a 70-yard touchdown run for the quarterback.
Yeah, you feel really good if you're the quarterback and outpacing the opponents like that. And again, just going down the sideline, this time down the right side. I don't think we'd seen that sort of run. Well, certainly not for a touchdown in this game, but worked out real well.
49-23. And what was looked like he was all caught and held up there. Somehow came away on the other side and unscathed and easily got in for a score. Just foot race that no one was able to catch him. And he's going to trick play again. You know, nothing says a trick play like being up by 25 points. They get it, 51-23.
That's right, and this second time it's worked out in this game.
I'm just not a big fan of doing trick plays when you're up by that many points, man. 51-23 in favor of Richland County. 10:35 left here in the fourth quarter. WTIM, your information station, Tommy TV. Glad to have you with us here this evening on opening night for Taylorville football. Taylorville will try to regroup here and see if they can't come up with something here. Get some offense going here this last 10 minutes.
And we've seen growing confidence throughout the game on the offensive side of things. So another opportunity here. They would though not like to have gotten to it quite as soon.
So I'll come back out onto the field. Some updates for you. Illinois leads 38-0 with 1:31 left here in that third quarter. St. Louis Cardinals beat the Cincinnati Reds 7-5 today. Cubs beating the Rockies 9-2. In our game right here, it's 51-23 with 10:35 left in the fourth quarter. Brown and Malik Pierce back for Taylorville. And get ready to kick here. Booming kick. Brown grabs it. 20, 25, breaks the tackle, down to the 30, 35, 40, still on his feet. 40, 45, one man to beat, then gets pulled down around the 50-yard line. Looked like the ball popped loose, but he was already out of bounds.
And he did well there to hold off the contact.
The kicker was the one who made the stop.
That's right. Shouldn't get to that point.
Coker fired up. And Coker, Richland County should thank their lucky stars because he was gone if he got past Coker. So 10:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Taylor will come back out onto the field for their offensive try. Flanked by Womatier. Getting some instruction from Coach Jeb Odom. Now ready to go. Right in front of us at the 50-yard line. Takes it himself. Gets through, and then a lone purple or lone orange hand reaches up, pulls him down. Getting about 4 on the play.
And not sure who it was in all the traffic there, but Taylorville just sticking to what they do best.
2nd and 6 from the 46. Repsher sets down on the left-hand side. The left-hander throws it and caught by Blake Laddish on a sliding, diving catch down to about the 28-yard line on a good reception on a play that's been they've tried a few times, Reed.
That's right, and they got it here going quickly.
So 1st and 10 now from the 19-yard line. The left-hander looks to throw, now pulled down, loose ball. Loose ball, everyone fighting for it. The ball gets popped out. And who's going to have it? Big hit from behind and knocked the ball loose as Repsher was trying to throw it. Looks like Taylorville will hold on. It is Taylorville ball, but man, close one right there.
Close one. I thought Richland County might have come up with it.
Great awareness from that front line as Taylorville able to stop it and land on it. The throw on the right-hand side, one-on-one matchup up in the air. And Malik Pierce with the touchdown. Great catch from one of our top wide receivers. 19-yard touchdown reception from Malik Pierce.
How about that? 2 great throws and catches on either side of a fumble that nearly gets lost. And we're seeing a little bit of everything, but I think it will feel good for Taylorville, but they'll also know that they are lucky to get the points.
Well, Malik Pierce on a one-on-one battle, able to corral that one and bring it down in the 51-29 game. Cameron Smith to kick. Smith's kick. Up and no good. Misses it to the right. First miss we've seen from Taylorville here. And it's 51-29.
It was a low snap there, but going back to that pass, that one actually was much more of a 50-50 ball. And in this case, it works out well for Taylorville. Nice to see that they're growing into those sorts of plays as the game has gone on. That's really what's happened for Taylorville in this game, and that part should hopefully feel at least a little bit encouraging.
51-29 with 9:08 left here in the 4th quarter. Listening to WTIM information station Tommy TV. Glad to have you with us here this evening as Taylorville tried to make something good here in this 4th quarter in a game that's kind of gotten away from them. Big reason, Gavin Cawthorn. Boy, what a game from the quarterback. 70-yard touchdown run, 20-yard touchdown run, 1-yard touchdown run, 44-yard touchdown run. 4 touchdowns from him already here today. It's Gavin Cawthorn putting Richland County on his back and carrying them all the way to the end zone. With 9:08 left here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're really feeling good if you're Cawthorn in this game. Shown his skills in really every way possible, and I think that'll be encouraging for them as the season goes on.
Hasn't had too many misses either on throws.
That's right. I mean, probably count on one hand how many incomplete passes.
Yeah, we don't have that stat in front of us, but I don't think Gavin Cawthorn's missed too many times on throws. 9:08 left here. 51-29. Taylorville getting ready to kick. Cameron Smith here. Or is that Peabody getting? Peabody's getting ready to kick. From the 40-yard line. Peabody sets. The young kicker, onside kick, and everyone climbs on top of each other, and who gets the ball? It's going to be Richland County. Good effort from Taylorville, just not going to get the job done.
Not quite, though. That was a close play. No, it did look clear from up here, ultimately, that the Tiger player got on top of it. But Taylorville, good attempt there.
So Richland County will take over at their own 49-yard line.
Tigers will take over on first down from about their own 49-yard line.
51 points. My goodness, they've just been on it. So here we go from the 49. Cawthorn, and now whistles come in. We'll wait and see what the signal is from the officials.
Did they misspot the ball? That might have been what happened.
Okay, so they've moved the ball forward now to the 50-yard line. It was at the 49. And now there's discussion. Now they're moving it back.
I've never seen that.
So they've now moved it back to the original point of contact, which was the 49-yard line. All is right in the world. Not sure what the whistle was, but we're ready to go now. Cawthorn sets in the shotgun. Hands it off. Owusu John on his feet. Nearly tripped up. Still going, though. Down to the 32-yard line. And then out of bounds. And Taylorville's Max Owens pleading with the referee about something, but he's going to be unheard. And it's 1st and 10 from the 32.
Yeah, I don't know what there was, but well done by Owusu John, just tiptoeing up the sideline, giving himself and his team extra yards, and enough for the first.
$8:57 left here in this fourth quarter. Cawthorn on the near hash mark. Hands off. No room for Owusu John, brought down to the 31-yard line.
He's been more involved in the second half and done really well to get some good yards there from that sophomore running back.
5'11", 190 pounds, and Owusu John had a 10-yard touchdown run at the beginning, near the beginning of the third quarter. And has been well utilized here in the second half. Getting some instruction. Now ready to go. Hands it off. Sweep left side. Misses a tackle. Still on his feet. Enough for the first down, then pulled out of bounds. And Pianfetti getting around the corner there and getting a good gain.
And Owusu John turning into blocker this time, and that allowed him to get out of the backfield, and there's a penalty as well.
8:03 left here in the game. Second and goal. Oh, 2nd and 10 from the 11. And after a penalty for Taylorville on face masking, that'll set Richland County up with good field position here. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Cawthorn, flanked by Owusu John. 3 wide receivers up top, 1 on the bottom. Cawthorn tries to get through, breaks 1 tackle, still on his feet, breaks another tackle, still forward. then pulled down finally. They're trying to strip that ball out. They're not going to, but they do pull him down. Taken down for a gain of maybe about a yard or two on the play. And it'll be second down in about 6 or 7.
A lot of bodies in there. It looked like someone had gotten hurt on the play, but I don't think anyone has gone off.
So 2nd and 9 maybe. A little bit of confusion on where that ball was spotted. We've had a couple issues here this evening, and again, part of the problem is that the numbers are faded on the field. Handoff. Owusu John near side and gets hit, or not, that wasn't. I apologize. I'll get you a number here in just a second. In on that run was Ian Pianfetti.
Hasn't had quite as many carries in the second half, but a good one on this occasion.
6:36 here in regulation. And we've got a new quarterback to tell you about here as Owen Cycle comes in. Cycle, number 3, is the junior quarterback, 6 foot, 290 pounds. Hands off left-hand side. Still up and nowhere to go, and everyone piles on top of each other.
Now in at quarterback for the Tigers is number 3, Owen Cycle. His handoff to Owusu John is...
Owusu John gets maybe a couple yards, if that. Shaken up on the play for Taylorville is Cash Dye, the defensive line senior. And he'll come out for a couple of plays. They're going to check his hand. 6:08 left here in the game.
Off under his own power, though. We'll see what Owen Cycle brings for this Richland County team. A good chance to, well, he had a good chance initially to get a score, although it is now 4th down, it seems.
So 4th and 7, and they're going to call a timeout. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and watching on Tommy TV. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Coming out of the break, the Tigers will have the ball at the Taylorville 7-yard.
And we'll see a field goal attempt here.
Number 18, Owen Coker.
As Owen Coker will come in to try. Holding will be Cawthorn. What are we looking at here? 22-yard field goal attempt. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Plenty of distance, and it's good. 22-yard field goal is good, and it's 54-13 or 54-29.
And they do well to get the 3 points there, Richland County, and I think this is their first field goal of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Scoring,
correct,
getting all their other points via the touchdown, but still now a chance. It looks like they're just maybe rotating some of the players. getting some more players some much desired reps as they look set to claim the victory on week 1.
Again, Taylor will take on Canton next Friday in Taylorville. Reed and I will have all of the action for you on both WTIM and Tommy TV. If you're excited to have our home opener, I want to thank our sponsors who allow us to be here. Scooters Coffee. Don't forget to join us for our Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game, Senior Citizens of Christian County, and TCCU McDonald's. I'm loving it. All of our sponsors who allow us to be here tonight. We want to thank you all. Even though I don't see a dime. Tornadoes. 5:46 left here in the fourth quarter to try to make something happen. Lots of things that you can take away from this first game, Reed, both good and bad as far as Taylorville is concerned. But offensive-wise, they took a little bit to get going, but you can't be upset with nearly 30 points of offense.
That's right, and they seem more confident making some of the big plays that they really struggled up until now. And then defensively, yeah, they've got a lot to figure out, like I mentioned earlier.
Well, I tell you what, you take away the 28 points scored by Cawthorn, and you got yourself quite a game here.
That is true.
54-29, though, as it does sit. And Gavin Cawthorn, a big reason for the lead for Richland County. Here's the kick. It is a boomer down towards Spencer Brown. Gets through his hands and into the end zone. Brown will pick it up and still try to take it out. Down to the 3 to the 5 and nowhere to go. And boy, a botched play turned bad as Taylorville able to get out to about the 10-yard line. And that's about it.
That could well have been a safety depending on how the ball bounced over there. But gets back up, able to get at least something. But the difficult field position, that has proven to be a challenge for Taylorville.
So, Taylorville Tornadoes will go back to work.
9-yard line.
In a 54-29 game. So we'll see Repsher try again here. Another penalty coming in. Not sure what that was. Reed, did you see that?
I did not.
So free yardage for Taylorville. High snap. Handoff anyway. Right side pushing forward and enough for the first down and then some, and then out on the Taylorville sideline.
Rutgers handoff across the right side. Gains enough for a Taylorville.
And Taylorville has profited at times in this game from those penalties. So perhaps a bit discouraging, I suppose, from both sides. And they might not get that free yardage on another day.
Down to the 35. And Taylorville Tornadoes trying to move the ball here with a purpose with 5:28 left here in the game. Far hash mark. Isaac Repsher. Handoff instead. Pulled down from behind and taken down hard on the carry from Dawson Jenkins, the senior running back.
On the handoff by Repsher across the left side. Gained a couple of yards before being met by the Tigers. On the tackle was number 84, Jacob Brinkley.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Taylorville's own 35-yard line. A 54-29 lead with 4:57 left here in this one. The opening night for football all across the state of Illinois. We reached a whole bunch of fields that saw people playing in the big run. Right side down the 45, head again down to the 43. And a huge run from Jamison Tapscott, the 5'10" sophomore wide receiver. All the way down to the 41.
Took more than half the Richland County players to bring him down in the end.
My goodness.
It was a good first touch.
So a 1st and 10 from the 41. We'll go again here. in at quarterback. A different quarterback. We'll tell you about him in just a second. Run is up and through. As in at quarterback now for Taylorville was Cameron Smith, 5'9" junior, 170-pound junior. Handed off to the left side, and a flag comes in late.
That was Noah Nash on the carry. Let's see about the flag.
4:18 left here, and Taylor was going to walk backwards. Go back to the 37-yard line. So they'll redo the play. The 1st and 5 from the 37-yard line. Another handoff. Smith. Jenkins still on his feet. Runs into a wall. Still up to the 10, the 5, and in for a score on a 37-yard touchdown run for Dawson Jenkins.
How about the resilience on that play? You know, it looked like he was going to stumble and fall down. And I thought that's what was going to happen. But stayed on his feet, got around, and just tiptoed right into the end zone. Like so many of the scores we've seen in this game. More reason to feel good, at least in some respects, if you're Taylorville.
Well, and I tell you, if you would have told me that there was 89 points that are going to be scored in this game, I don't know if I would have believed you. But that's where we sit right now. Taylorville will get ready to kick. Ben Peabody in to kick. 4:07 left here in the game. Peabody's kick is up and in. And 54-36. Thanks to the 37-yard touchdown run from Dawson Jenkins on the handoff from Cameron Smith.
And the two teams trading scores at this point. By the way, earlier that was Noah Nash on the long run right before that penalty. Looked like he initially got the first down, but then the penalty moved them back. Of course, you enforce the penalty, then figure out if that's enough for the first down. Was not in that case.
All right, so with 4:07 left, we'll come back in just a moment. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and Tommy TV with Taylorville football. Apologies, an onside kick on that one for Taylorville, but they're not able to grab it. Germack was the one that was back for Richland County, but Richland County will take over with 4:05 left in the game at their own 48-yard line.
0 for 2 from the onside kick in this game, and this one didn't, or actually, well, it looked less likely to succeed than the first one, considering how that one bounced, as Richland County has the ball now.
Well, 4:05 left here in a 54-36 game. And again, 90 points scored tonight between these two teams. Well, it's been a very high-powered offense from both sides. Really, Richland County just pouring it on here.
And a timeout called by Richland County as they look to run out the clock here. Except it will take a little longer at this point to do that.
Must have saw something they didn't like. Although, coming off of the break, I don't know what that was. Regardless, we're going to stay here for a moment, hang out with you, and let you know how we got here. Taylorville trailed 15-7 at the end of the first quarter. It was a 14-9 second quarter. Then Taylorville found themselves down 29-16 at halftime. Taylorville was outscored 14-0 in the third quarter. And really, it's just been a heavy offense in this fourth quarter. Malik Pierce with a score for Taylorville. Dawson Jenkins with a score for Taylorville. Actually, Malik Pierce has had 2 touchdowns. And Gavin Cawthorn, 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns for Gavin. And again, take away 28 points was 54 minus 28, Reed.
Well, that's 26, if I did that right.
Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd have a tie ball game.
No, we'd be winning.
Oh, right.
Left side. And still on his feet. My goodness, breaks another tackle. Still going, and then finally pulled down. A whole lot of running for no gain whatsoever. Just running about 15 seconds off that clock. Boy, that was a lot of running for not a whole lot of activity. Hogue just kind of running for his life there on that one, Reed.
That's right, and timeout called by Taylorville. I think they might have a chat here as they feel like they probably could have made the tackle there for a loss. And yes, I read the scoreboard wrong. Taylorville's up to 36, not 26. And yeah, as you were saying earlier, really quite the game for Richland County by Gavin Cawthorn. Done it mostly with his feet, I would say, but certainly some good passing plays as well. Led this offense really well.
So with 3:43 left here, we'll wrap things up in this timeout. Excited to be back here calling football in what has turned into a gorgeous night here in Olney in Richland County, Illinois, just south of Effingham. Out in the southeastern part of the state. About 2 hour, 10-minute drive for us from here. Reed was nice enough. He got us a hotel to stay at tonight. Thanks, Reed.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We got a long drive ahead of us. We're all right, though. We'll swing by Restaurant Row on the way home. Let's see what we got here. Handoff. Cycle, having some trouble. Now runs off the left-hand side. Pushing his guy forward and then gets taken down. Enough for a first down and a yard or two. Gets down to about the 41 on the run.
Rolling right over Maddox Owens, who was at least at first a bit slow to get up. He's now on his feet, and it was a good play by Richland County. Able to just get more yards in whatever way they can.
And Owens lost his helmet, so he has to sit out for at least one play, as per the rules. 3:34 here on this clock. And Taylorville kept it from running clock, which is quite awesome. It'll still be a big win for Richland County here to start their season off right. Left side for Owusu John, breaks a couple tackles, and then finally pulled down near the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, Taylorville sort of bringing back that resistance right on the line of scrimmage. And what at times has looked good and other times just allowed Richland County to really break right through them.
So, on a 54-36 lead for Richland County with 2:44 left here in this one. Taylorville will fall to 0-1 on the season. Richland County will improve to 1-0. Taking a look at, again, Richland County taking on Taylorville this evening. Charleston taking on Robinson. MacArthur against Mattoon. Effingham at Breeze Central. Run over the near side. Still on his feet. Trying to be pulled down. And finally, Max Rivera able to get him down and pull him down from behind. And Mount Zion taking on Limestone.
Yeah, it looked like Owusu John got maybe about 10 yards with bringing some of the Taylorville players with him.
Owusu John with another big run here, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. And more personnel changes for the Tigers. Under 2 minutes left here in this one. Changes made here. Low snap, and now whistles blow. And a timeout called by Taylorville.
They were about to get penalized for having 12 players on the field with the many substitutions that were going on at that point.
My goodness, there was a lot of activity going on both sides of the ball there, Reed.
Yeah, it looked like a line change for Taylorville. And it looked like Richland County saw it and tried to get the snap away and to get the penalty or get the free play at least.
So 54-36, 1:43 left here in this fourth quarter. Glad to be with you here this evening. My name is Leroy Clamola alongside my partner Reed Camai, bringing you all the action this season. Don't forget to join us for our Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game, which we will announce at the end of tonight's broadcast. Got a few names I've been thinking about, Reed. What about you?
Yeah, I've definitely got some names in the Kepi as well, so we'll see who that is.
There's the snap. Cycle takes hands off instead. Forward, left side, still on his feet. Breaks a couple tackles and then pulled down around the 8-yard line on the run.
Gentry Hof there getting a couple extra yards for his team as they look set for another score.
90 seconds. Cycle in the shotgun. That snap gets away. Grabs it, now rolls out to his left, throws it up in the air, and just gets rid of it. Was he out of the pocket? I think he was.
I think only just.
Oh, they are going to get him for intentional grounding. So he was not far enough out of the pocket, and they're going to take the loss of penalty, or they're going to take the loss down on that one. So now it'll be second and goal from all the way from the 20, or from the 14-yard line. Oh yeah, it's gonna be, yeah. So intentional grounding call, and it'll be got a second down.
Lost it down for the Tigers will be second down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
So second and 10 from the 11. With minute 18 left here in this one. Cycle. Rolls out to the right side on delayed, and now it just throws it away again. Bring up a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, Cycle not seeing the receiving options he has wanted to on now 2 straight plays. And Richland County out of timeouts, but of course on their way to a comfortable win.
54-36 in favor of Richland County. 71 seconds left here, and last little decisions. Will Richland County score here to put an exclamation mark on this big win at home? Cycle in the shotgun. Hands off to the near side, through and in for a score. Lucy John on the carry, I believe.
Handoff by Cycle to Hogue, goes through the right side.
Hogue scores.
For the touchdown for the Tigers.
11-yard touchdown pass, 11-yard touchdown run for Hogue. And that makes it 60-36.
Yeah, defensive backs didn't respond in time in the goal line situation, so that allows Hope in for the touchdown easily.
With 65 seconds left here in this one. Now some.
Before the extra point can be taken, the Tornadoes will take their final.
And a timeout, for some reason, the timeout is called. Not quite sure why, but sure. Been a whole lot of stuff that hasn't made sense tonight, and I'm just going to go with it. 60-36 here in favor of Richland County with 65 seconds left here in this one.
I have a feeling it might have something to do with this trick play setup that Richland County has been running all game long.
Regardless. Again, don't forget to join us next week. Taylor will be taking on Canton. We'll have all pregame action starting roughly around 6:45, and it'll be so good to be home.
Agreed.
So Cawthorn will hold.
On to attempt the extra point for the Tigers is number 65, Ryder Knox.
Ryder knocks the kick. Here's the snap. And kick is up and through. No good. No good on that one. And so it'll stay 60-36.
It'll be now 60, only Tigers, 36, Taylorville Tornadoes with a little over a minute left in the game.
We'll see what Taylorville goes for in this next possession. I don't know if they'll try for anything or if they'll call it a game and look to next week against Canton with 1:05 left.
That's going to be a whole lot of extracurriculars for the cheerleaders who have to do 60 of those. Whew. It's a lot of work, man.
And doing it all to one side each time, so one foot out.
So they're going to be really strong on the right leg. Got it.
That's right.
So WKU, when I went to school there, had a really good football team. They had an airmail offense. So they would put up 50, 60 points a night, and they'd have to do push-ups.
Push-ups.
National Guard would have to, the reserve would have to do push-ups. And you got really tired after that, man. I'll
That's
tell you
right.
what. So glad we don't have to do that.
And from what I saw last week, I believe Taylorville does push-ups too.
Regardless, 65 seconds left here in this one, and 60-36, all Richland County here on what has been a fantastic opening night for them in their home opener. Spencer Brown, Malik Pierce back. Try to see if they can't add on here in the last minute or if they'll just let this run out. Here's the kick. Boomer. Brown can't grab it and it goes out of bounds. Taylor will start at the 20-yard line.
Initially thought he actually got a touch there, but no, it just bounced out out through the end zone. So that gives Taylorville possession, and we'll see what they make of it.
So we'll wrap things up here this evening in what has been a fantastic game for Gavin Cawthorn. My goodness, 4 touchdowns for the quarterback. Taylor able to get some good points from Malik Pierce, who scored 2 touchdowns. Dawson Jenkins, who had a great run. Spencer Brown, Owen Mateer, all adding points on for Taylorville as well. Hands it off, right side. Gain of about 7 on the play.
Late substitution with Camden Welsh coming on for Richland County. And just had to try to insert himself into the play late. And Taylorville gets the gain.
All right, so coming out of the huddle. Cameron Smith. Handoff, left side. Spun and pulled. And not a real big gain at all for Noah Nash. And that will do it for this one. Final score here in this Richland County Taylorville matchup, 60-36 is your final. And that will do it. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll break down all of the action that took place here tonight and much, much more. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and Tommy TV. We'll be right back in just a little bit.
Final score here tonight was 60-36, with the Tigers taking home the win. It was a tough game for Taylorville tonight, wasn't it, Haley?
It definitely was, and all the effort they put forth for the Tornadoes, may not have been enough against a tough opponent like Canton today, like the Tigers today. But hopefully next week against Canton at home, they can bounce back at 7 o'clock on the turf. So, you gotta hope.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and on behalf of myself and the Tommy TV crew, we'd like to thank you for joining in tonight on our broadcast. And just like Haley said, tune in next Friday, 7 o'clock, for football against Canton on the THS turf. For the last time, I'm Olivia Guerin.
And I'm Haley Braun for Tommy TV. We're going to send it back over to Leroy for now. But for now, have a great
night, Tornado Nation.
15-7. Owen Mateer added on a 3-yard touchdown run. That made it 15-13. That would be as close as Taylorville would get in this one, as Cawthorn took over. 44-yard touchdown run made it 22-13. 1-yard touchdown run off the interception from Isaac Repsher made it 29-13. Ben Peabody kicked a field goal to make it 29-16 at halftime. In the third quarter, Gavin Cawthorn, 20-yard touchdown run, made it 36-16. Owusu John made a 10-yard touchdown run to make it 43-16. Malik Pierce, 11-yard touchdown run, made it 43-23. Cawthorn, 70-yard touchdown run, 51-23. Malik Pierce, 51-29 off a 19-yard touchdown pass. Cawthorn, again, Coker, 22-yard field goal, made it 54-29. Taylorville responded back with a 37-yard touchdown run from Dawson Jenkins to make it 54-36, with Ben Hogue putting in the final touches on an 11-yard touchdown run, which made the final score 60-36 here in favor of Richland County. Your takeaways from this one?
Yeah, again, a lot of questions to answer on the defensive side of things, and it just seemed like they kind of got worn out as the game had gone on. On the offensive side, again, plenty that worked, and more so as the game went on. So that's encouraging, but you don't want to ask too much of this offense in some of those upcoming games.
All right, I want to thank our sponsors who allow us to be here this evening, and we've got a few of them, so let's get to it. TCCU, official sponsor of the Taylorville Tornado Timeout, Senior Citizens of Christian County, exclusive sponsor of the Extra Point for Taylorville. Also want to thank Screwers Coffee. Will donate $10 for every tornado touchdown, and 7, 14, 21, 28, four touchdowns for Taylorville. So $40 from Screwers Coffee. I can do math.
Yep.
I want to thank Screwers Coffee and McDonald's of Taylorville. This season's coin toss brought to you by Taylorville McDonald's, where I'm loving it, and they love the Tornadoes. Let's finish things off with naming our Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game. And Reed, who we got?
I'm going with Owen Mateer. He ran really well all game long, from start to finish, especially going up the middle and getting crucial yards. Enough of those were enough for some first downs, and that helped keep some of those drives going, drives that eventually led to some scores.
All right, Owen Mateer with the Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game. Congratulations to Owen Mateer. That's going to do it for us from here. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you to all of our folks over at Tommy TV for all your help. You guys are fantastic. We appreciate every single one of you. We'll be back here next Friday. Taylorville is home against Canton. Again, our final score here from Richland County. Richland County Tigers 60, Taylorville Torandoes 36. If I don't see you, have a fantastic rest of your evening.